Hi guys, welcome back to I Will Wander. Feels like it's been a minute since I did any content. Busy working, and that's a good thing. I have a day off today, so I've come back to one of my happy places here at Sugar Lake in the Okanagan region of British Columbia, Canada, where I live. Alabama, looking slammer. You know that, right? Hottest rig in showbiz right there. But to do the big reveal of why I come back to this spot so frequently, the light quality alone is absolutely astounding back here. And it's, as you'll immediately deduce, an absolutely wonderful spot to zen out of things for a while. We've been here a number of times. The water's quite low right now, so should make for some good fishing. I never catch anything, but that's okay. And we'll do a little more of an update in a minute. Mentioned that I'm working. My job itself is not particularly arduous, but the hours are. And the fatigue of it is becoming a factor for everyone involved in it, no matter what. No matter what the role is in the thing. It's a Netflix show they're making in this area being Kelowna, but the Okanagan, I guess. And glad to have it in some ways, certainly. Others not, perhaps, but generally, yeah. It's good gig. I haven't had time to do a lot of creative because I'm working these hours, so that hasn't been a major thing, but I did get an idea for a scene. This little guy came to say hello, as the loon did the same. I want to give a sense of the clarity of the water there. See the minnows, and generally where there are small ones, there's one right there. Where's this guy going? Huh. That's a first, as I'm shooting, a fish goes by. Let's get to it. First cast. So, I'm into the 9th script. Gonna do a little bit of that later today because I've got a bit of free time. Had a great idea for a scene. It's incredible. There's people on the other side of the lake, and I can hear what they're saying clear as day. So I'm gonna give too much away about the scene or the script in general, but in this scene, yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna bother. Leave you hanging. No, it'll. I'm disjointed on camera today, verbally anyway. It'll get written. I'm just gonna leave it at that. No, screw it. I'll tell you about the scene. Okay. So there's two people working together in a, I don't know, say feature film environment, whatever, it doesn't matter. Media production sort of a thing. And as is inevitable in these environments, there are constant attractions going on between the folks working those long hours in proximity to each other. But in this case, there's some love that develops, and it's mutual, and both parties are aware. In one circumstance, it's a hetero scenario. In one circumstance, the male it decides to do something with this, and instead of making it a long, drawn-out scenario, all he does is get her attention, and he kind of does a little when nobody's watching. And she is understandably a little bit shocked, even though she's aware and feels the same way. And he, the male character in this scene, is comedic, likes to keep things light when it's possible, sometimes even when it's not appropriate, but so what. So he kind of does this, "Did you get that?" And she says, "Yeah, I've had," or whatever the guy's name. "I got it." And he starts laughing. He says, "Yeah, I know, I'm joking." And she starts laughing at that because it's really funny, this scene I'm describing to you. And he says, I'll just leave that there. And he walks away. So later in the story, she's got kind of a supervisory thing, and he's necessary or essential to the production, but kind of on a lower level. And on occasion, as he's walking by and sees her in a meeting or having a very important discussion with someone, he'll jokingly start to exaggeratedly mouth to her, and it sends her into laughter. And that's the scene. I'm tired, but good tired. I think a painting is in order later today. I think that's going to be on the agenda. You can see the fish tracking the lure in, so wanted to get the camera up. When I catch my record breaker. This cast. I am not feeling the fishing today. Sometimes the zone just isn't there. It's too hot. I'm too tired. There's a few things going on. This boat straight ahead, I see it moored kind of right where it is there quite often when I come here. But I've never one time seen anybody using the thing. And it looks like today is the exception. We've certainly been blessed with a gorgeous one here today. Certainly doesn't feel like the day is done, but I am kind of done with the spot for today. I like it when it's cooler and I can have a little fire, cook a little thing. And either way, I just like it when it's cooler. It's incredibly hot here, especially by the water. Not complaining, certainly not. But it's time to get going and pursue another chapter